St. Peter's Field, you're looking at Caitlin Gowett as MSJ taking on West Rutland in this non-league game, and on a windy day that's featured some rain on and off. That pitch to Dominique Mercier, the catcher, will be strike one. It's Katie Lincoln for West Rutland up there, and she will be followed in any order by Emily Sumner and Sarah Walczyk. That's the first three due up here, and that's going to be creamed into center field, and it's going to be caught out in center field for the first out of the ball game. It's going to be recorded out there by Shauna Robb, who will make the grab. So she got a piece of the ball, but flew out to center field. And now Sumner, the catcher, Sarah Walczyk, the pitcher, and batting in the cleanup spot will be Meg Rickey, and she'll be the first baseman. So one down, nobody on here. Scheduled for 7, and it should be a competitive game. They should be pretty equally matched up, these two teams. And that's going to be beat down to the pitcher. She'll stay down low. Gowett to first, and yep, Lacey Gilligan will scoop the low throw out the dirt, and they'll have the second out. So 2 up, 2 down. And that 1-3 ground out. And now the pitcher, Sarah Walczyk, number 7, coming up for West Rutland. Again, first game I've gotten to do for either MSJ or West Rutland, and it worked out nicely. My schedule opened up. They're playing each other, and like I said, this should be entertaining. I expect to see, like I said, a 2 or 3 run game difference. So settle in and get ready to watch some local softball action on Munger Vision, PEGTV channel 15 Sports. www.pegtv.com is the website, and I'll be followed in the dirt. Jen Trombley is your third baseman down there for MSJ. Danielle Comstock is the shortstop. Krista Gowett, the older Gowett, is at second base. Lacey Gilligan is at first. Dominique Mercier is behind the plate, and that's just off the plate for a ball. And I'll wait till after the next pitch to set the outfield for you. I already mentioned Shauna Robb is in. That's going to be down to Trombley in center field. Trombley to first, and they're going to have a 1-2-3 first inning. So we'll go to the bottom half of the first, scoreless, MSJ West Rutland. Starting pitcher Sarah Walczyk finished her warm-ups, dodging an infield ball, and she will have Emily Sumner as her battery mate. She'll be the catcher for West Rutland. Meg Rickey will be at first base. Hillary Hunt is at second base. This is the defense for West Rutland. Katie Lincoln is your shortstop. Brooke Griswold is down at third base. Brandy Heyer is in left field. Tony Girardi is in center, and Emily Johnson is your right fielder. And Jen Trombley will lead things off for MSJ. She'll show bunt, go slap, take a strike. All that happened on Munger Vision instantly. You're watching West Rutland in the field defensively take on MSJ in softball action. Their Mounties at the plate. They had a 1-2-3 top half defensively. That's going to be the Lincoln at short. Gets a nice hop, sets her feet, throws, and has her out. So each pitcher able to retire the top of the order. Now it goes a 6-3 ground out. Now Colleen Schuldice followed by Krista Gowett, and batting in the cleanup spot will be Dominique Mercier. Yeah, we have time called as they're all set now, and that pitch will come in high for a ball. That's Schuldice with a good eye there. We'll lay off that pitch from Walczyk. Again, Lincoln at short. Pretty automatic out there. Outstanding soccer player, outstanding basketball player, very good softball player. And that will be up inside and be swung on and miss. So Walczyk ties her up with her eyes ball on the inside corner. See her set herself on the rubber, going to the windmill, the windup, and ooh, if anything, had to be low because it definitely had the outside corner. Get a good view down here from the little booth that I built years ago. Stand right there and watch ball strikes and the fielders. That'll be high, and that'll be a ball 3 count. So Schuldice trying to get the MSJ offense started. We're looking for the first base runner of the ball game for either side. Trombley led off for MSJ. She grounded out to Lincoln, the shortstop, and the pitch on the way from Walczyk will be swung on and missed. Same location, inside and tight, and it'll be strike 2. So it should be a full count. I'm waiting for the umpire to give me the indication behind home base. And again, extremely breezy today. She'll put it in the plate. That'll be charged at the corner by Griswold. She'll throw to first and have her. So Rickey will make the catch at first. Griswold at third will get the assist on that 5-3 ground out. And Krista Gowett, the second baseman, up now for MSJ. And there's Krista, one of the seniors on the squad. And again, it's always a threat of rain in Vermont in the spring. But boy, I tell you what, that's a strike. I'll tell you what, besides that, it is wicked gusting, probably 25-30 miles an hour, which will raise the devil with the fielders. It is not a hitter's win. That's going to be in a gap. There's the first base hit to left field, and Gowett made no doubt about it. She got around on that and really cranked it out to center field, to left field. So MSJ looking for some two-out offense here. Dominique Mercier, the catcher, coming up. The cleanup batter also. And we'll see what MSJ wants to do with 2 outs and the base runner. Gowett over at first base. He'll take a strike. Dominique will on that first pitch. Right down the pipe. So Walczyk trying to get that 3rd out and leave the game scoreless. We'll roll that in. Nice stop by Sumner. Now Sumner very athletic behind the plate for West Rutland. You know, another good year-round athlete. All these multiple sports she plays, but did a good job there blocking the ball, not allowing the runner to advance on to second base. And that's going to be the Lincoln. She's got a couple options here. She's going to go to first to Ricky, and that's it. So each team, nice job defensively in the first inning. We're scoreless going into the second inning of play. West Rutland MSJ. Faced 3 batters. Let's do that math again. 3 batters in the first inning. Had a 1-2-3 inning. That's Meg, Ricky, Brandy Heyer, and Hillary Hunt due up. And what you saw there was a missed Munger vision shot. He kept it on the pitcher. I read my book. It was a strike down the pipe, and Ricky all set now. And that'll be a foul ball, so it'll be an 0-2 count to the leadoff batter. Each pitcher did a very good job in the first inning. Mounties did gain a hit, but were unable to advance the runner past first base, and that's going to be out of play. Should mention, too, Caitlin Gowett is an 8th grader, petitioned up, plays varsity softball. I've seen her with some pitching sessions with Mr. Conley, Coach Only. That'll be high for a ball. But a future all-star player. I wonder how that works. If you petition up, if you get the 5 years of eligibility for varsity, you must. So it'll be a 2-2 count now. And again, I'll set the whole out defense for you for MSJ in just a second. As Gowett wants the other ball that was out of play. And a lot of times it's just the seams, either they're extra. Most of the time the seams are raised, and that's why the pitcher likes a certain ball. And some pitchers prefer the rub down. Now we'll have a full count to the leadoff batter, Ricky. Yeah, Heyer and Hunt on deck and double deck. Paul Dunches, the head coach at West Rutland. And that's going to be a gapper. Yeah, it's going to drop and roll to the fence, and Ricky's going to have at least 2, possibly 3. They're just picking it up. She'll turn the corner, head to third base, and will be there standing up. And Trombley, good job of getting that ball, getting in front of that ball so that it will not go out of play. So a triple to the right center field gap. For Ricky. Now higher up. And there she is. And we'll see what they want to do. Trombley creeping in at the corner at third. And again, that will be picked up by the catcher. She got a piece of it. Mercier did, just enough to slow the ball down from doing any damage. And runner down at third base, Ricky didn't advance on that pitch in the dirt. So it's ball 1, and the first legitimate scoring threat of the ball game taking place here in the top of the second for West Rutland. Little small ball. They will have the runner come home, and she's going to be out. She is out. They will have the double play, and what a tag by Mercier. Oh yeah, she was shaking her hand. She took contact and had the ball secured, and they got the runner out at first, and all of a sudden that legitimate scoring threat is gone on a double play. So that goes 1, 3, 2 on that double play. Quickly, 2 down now. And so the Mountie defense, which played that first inning very well, looking good there in that sequence. Okay, just finished up my paperwork. Now Hillary Hunt up with 2 down and nobody on. Top of the second, scheduled for 7. Hopefully Mother Nature will cooperate. Don't want to see the mercy rule either. Like I said, first time I've gotten to get West Rutland or MSJ softball on Munger Vision on Channel 15 Sports this year, and I want the game to go to full 7. And that'll be high. So Gowett, who gave up her first hit of the ball game, aided by the double play, doesn't want to issue the walk now, and she will. So they will issue the walk down to first base. Will go to the second baseman for West Rutland, Hillary Hunt. Now Brooke Griswold up for the first time. Of course, Griswold, very familiar name, an outstanding multiple sports player, also a very good basketball player. Get to see a lot of her on the brand new hardwood court at West Rutland, Hinchy Gym, and that's going to be through the hole, and it's going to be at least, yeah, they're going to hold the runner at, man, they threw into first base. They should have brought it in brought the runner from second to third on that. First and second now. How big was that double play? Well, at least it saved one run. So a triple, a walk, and a single, but no score yet for West Rutland. And again, that double play was well executed, turned, and right now a big difference maker. Emily Johnson at the plate. Johnson, the right fielder for West Rutland. She went up the ladder and chased one a little bit out of the strike zone, and that'll be a strike. So with 2 outs, West Rutland trying to get a 2-out run manufactured here. And we'll take that one down the pipe. That'll be the inning. Like I said, a couple of hits, a walk, but the double play was the difference. It'll stay scoreless going into the bottom of the second. And that's Lacey Gilligan starting things off here for MSJ in the bottom of the second. Sarah Walczyk in the circle, and that'll be a strike called. It's going to be Gilligan leading things off. Daniel Comstock, and then Caitlin Gowett do up, and if they get to a fourth batter, it'll be Shauna Robb. So West Rutland able to capitalize on some of those hits in that first, second inning there. Now go to first. We'll have a 1-3 ground out, and again, Walczyk, nice job fielding her position. Yeah, it's the first time Walczyk's had a chance for an assist. She's only given up the 1 base hit, and now Danielle Comstock up. And there's a strike as it drops right in there. Sumner remains your catcher. Griswold's at third base. Shortstop's Katie Lincoln. Ricky is at first, and let me get the pitch in here from Walczyk. That's going to be up the middle of the base hit. So Comstock kept her head down on the ball, followed through straight on a nice level swing, and we'll have a single, second base hit of the ball game. For MSJ, they had 1 hit in the first, 1 hit here in the second. Now the pitcher, Caitlin Gowett, coming up, and she'll step in from the left side and see if she's going to small ball her over. And then she'll take a strike, and she showed no indication right there of going to the bunt. Hillary Hunt's a second baseman. Emily Johnson's in right field. Tony Girardi in center. And Brandy Heyer is the left fielder. That's the West Rutland defense now in its entirety. And that's going to be at least 1. Well, they turn a double play. They got a double play. We've seen 2 double plays in one softball game, 1 by each team, and that's outstanding defense by both sides. We're going to be scoreless going into the third. Up for West Rutland in the top of the third, and each team's turned a double play, and they weren't flukish double plays. They were outstandingly executed double plays. That ball will sail back high now of the strike zone, and again, it's going to be Girardi here, the number 9 spot. Top of the order, Katie Lincoln, and then Emily Sumner due up. West Rutland, MSJ, and what's shaping up? A dandy here from St. Peter's Field. Again, PEGTV's website, it's PEGTV.com. You can go there, click on the video on demand, and watch games and TV shows right there on your computer. It truly does make us a local sports leader because we can send it out on the web to Kentucky, California, Alabama, Montana, Canada, France, England, anywhere you can watch Munger Vision now. And if that isn't power and reach, I don't know what is. So they'll have the leadoff batter on via the walk as Girardi will head down to first base. And don't forget, in that second inning, they had West Rutland had a triple, a walk, and a single, and didn't get a score in yet. So we're 0-0 in the third, and this is Katie Lincoln up, and she hit the ball her first time up. Unfortunately, a deep drive out to center field where it was caught by Shauna Robb of MSJ. And it was a good catch because, like I said, the wind pretty gusty today, tricky out there. And a good eye there as that came in just about throat high. Neither team, when they have had base runners on, has shown an inclination yet to be aggressive on the base pass. And that's going to be down to Trombley. She'll knock it down. She's got time, and she'll take the lead runner out. Good decisions all the way around. First by Trombley not to panic when she knocked the ball down. Then by Gowett at second base. Because the runner at first was already there. No need to throw it out. So they have a force out on a 5-4. And then a fielder's choice for Lincoln. And now Sumner up. She grounded out to the pitcher Gowett. And there's a Krista Gowett at second base defensively for MSJ. And a Caitlin Gowett pitching, and that throw down is going to be just a little bit high. If that would have been a little more flat, they would have had to run her out at second base. So they'll have the first steal of the ball game as Lincoln with that incredible speed. And what you missed there again was just a pitch high, so a 1-1 count. Yeah, so Sumner looking to advance Lincoln. Now you got to believe with the speed out at second base on a single to the outfield, changed up the speeds and are way out ahead of that pitch for a swinging strike. What I'm trying to say is that you got to like the odds of Lincoln scoring from second base on a ball hit to the outfield as far as a single. And she went outside and chased one, and she will go down on strikes. That's the second out of the inning, second strikeout of the ball game, and now Sarah Walzick up. She grounded out to Jen Trombley at third base. MSJ trying to strand yet another runner in scoring position out there for West Rutland. That's going to be handled by Comstock to first base, and Gilligan with the stretch, no have her. So again, defense for both sides playing very well today. And so we're locked up in a defensive duel here in this ball game coming in from St. Peter's Field. And that's Walzick's first pitch will be a ball as that comes into Shauna Robb, number 12. First time up for the center fielder for MSJ as each pitcher's been very efficient. Fall back off the chest protector of Sumner, and she'll shake it off and be tough out there. On deck for MSJ will be Christy Ojala. She represents number 9 spot in the order. Then it'll be around back to the top of the order with Jen Trombley. And that's a big swing and a miss on a pitch that came up and out of the strike zone on a rise ball with some pop on it from Walzick. Let me get this pitch in, and that's going to be fouled back. She'll stay alive with the 2-strike count. And again, quickly for West Rutland, they have Sumner. Emily Sumner's your catcher. Sarah Walzick's the pitcher. Meg Ricky's at first. Hillary Hunt's at second. Katie Lincoln's at short. Brooke Griswold is at third. And this pitch coming in will be popped out of play and stays alive with the 2 strikes. Brandy Hires at the left field position. Tony Girardi's in center field. Emily Johnson is your right fielder, and you're all caught up to date on defensive positioning for West Rutland. That's going to be a good eye on a pitch in the dirt to Shauna Robb. The Mounties have had base runners in each inning, the first 2 innings, and each team again has turned a double play. That's the second to first, and they'll retire the leadoff batter. So a good job of getting that leadoff batter Robb out. Now Ojala up, and again that went from Hillary Hunt to Meg Ricky. And Ojala will represent the final first time through the batting order for MSJ. And the strike right there. Each pitcher has been to a 3-ball count a couple times, but other than that, though, they have done a good job of being ahead or even in the count. And that just missed. A little outside. Well, actually, if anything, a little high. At the corner, but high. And the outfield, pretty much just straight away and at the midway point. Again, threat of rain, a lot of wind blowing, and that's going to be down to first. Ricky unassisted will step on the bag, and again, each team's just defensively not making mistakes today. So unassisted to 3, and Trombley grounded out to the shortstop Lincoln in the first inning. That was her only time up, as this will start the second time through the order for MSJ. The Mounties in a white taking the swings, and West Rutland in their very familiar green uniforms, and she's going to ground out to Lincoln one more time. She'll throw to Ricky, and that's the inning. 0-0 as we head into the 4th. Caitlin Gowett, the pitcher in the circle for MSJ, will be looking at Ricky, Hire, and Hunt. For West Rutland, you see her rub up the ball, and getting her defense and West Rutland's defense, man. They've put on a clinic here in this ball game. And I don't want to harp on it, but I'm so impressed with it. They've each turned a very smooth double play out there. Ricky, her first time up, had a triple and never came in to score. Remember, she was part of that double play, getting her out of home base. So she will watch that one go by for ball 2. Then Trombley's defensively at third, Comstock at short. Krista Gowett at second. Lacey Gilligan is at first, and she's going to get a throw from Caitlin Gowett over, and they'll get the leadoff batter out here in the 4th inning. So they've done a good job for the most part in getting these leadoff batters out here. And that is going to be 3 assists in the ball game for Caitlin Gowett, and 1 down, base is clear, and pitch on the way in the top of the 4th will be a strike. Yeah, Hire hit into that 1-3-2 double play. Hillary Hunt on deck. And that's going to be a shot up the middle, and yep, just evades the glove of Krista Gowett. So it had enough speed on it to get there. So West Rutland. Now, let's see if they want to test Dominique Mercier's arm. Try to move the runner along. Hillary Hunt walked. He got stranded at second base. Her only other time up. We're in the fourth, scheduled for 7. Could always go extra innings and play till we have a winner until darkness, and that'll just miss high for a ball. Now the runner didn't show any indications of going there, and Gowett into the windup, and that's going to be playable. Robb will backpedal, and oh, she going to let it go past her, and that's going to roll to the fence, and they could try to send the runner home to score. No, they're going to hold her up at third base. So on a ball, that will become a double. With just one down. And another good opportunity for West Rutland to get the game's first run. Brooke Griswold at the plate. Runners at second and third, and see if they try to bunt them in here. Griswold, the third baseman. Nope, she's going to hit it back to the shortstop, and yeah, that's a smart play. Get the out, and they do. The run will come in, and West Rutland will break on top, 1-0 here in the fourth inning. Now, so Hunt advances to third base, and Emily Johnson up now with 2 outs, and a runner sitting down at third base. 1-0, West Side with the lead. So Paul Dunch is the head coach over at West Rutland. Hope you've enjoyed all the softball action, and so I'll quickly let this get going here. And even though I have not traveled to Otter Valley or Fairhaven, I did do their games when they came to Mill River, so you've seen in the local area, Otter Valley, Fairhaven, Mill River, MSJ, West Rutland. Rutland when they played at Mill River. And that's going to have a chance. That's going to have a chance. That's going to become an RBI. You see the second run coming in, so an RBI single will make it 2-0 now, West Rutland, as that will be Emily Johnson. Nice piece of hitting right there. And now Girardi up. She walked her first time up, and again, 2 outs, runner at first. Let's see what they want to do as far as getting the runners moved along. That'll be a ball on the inside corner to throw down to first by Mercier to Gilligan, and the runner back safe. So West Rutland breaking through here in the fourth inning with a couple runs. So they had a couple innings in a row there where they had chances, but this is the one that this is going to be a tough play. It's going to be charged by Trombley. She'll throw to first and get her. Nice stretch by Gilligan. There's Lacey. But West Rutland 2. And coming in the bottom of the fourth, Mountie 0. So in the bottom of the fourth, Walczyk will be looking at Scholdice, Krista Gowett, and Dominique Mercier. So Scholdice will step in from the right side of the box, take a glance down at her head coach, Al Gowett. And that's going to be right off from the glove of Griswold. She got around, ripped it. And she's going to stay at first base. I'll tell you what, she surprised the heck out of Griswold. And then Brooke wasn't even down in the crouch already. She's got a big smirk on her face right now, but whew. Now Krista Gowett up. She had a single her first time up for MSJ. Mountie's trying to respond here. They gave up 2 runs in the top half of the fourth. They have a runner down at first with very good speed in Scholdice. See if they try to move her along here with a steal, or that pitch will be high, and nope, you see Sumner. Sumner has a very strong arm behind the plate for West Rutland. And MSJ calling for time, and then first base coach wants to talk to the base runner, and everybody seems to be all set. Now Scholdice. And now we have a little conference between Sumner who asked for time, and you see her bringing that right side of the infield. Talk to Walczyk, Ricky, and I believe that's going to be Hunt at second base. Yep. So everybody having a conference, and boy, bottom of the fourth, a lot of chess playing going on here, a lot of strategy going on. So Krista Gowett will step back into the right side of the batter's box. She'll look down. Signs are flashed, and she didn't look at him, so they already knew what was going on. There's a strike on the outside corner. Runner stays down at first base. Like I said, Gowett with a very sharply hit single her first time up, and that's going to drop in. Yeah, it's going to be misplayed out in center field, and she's got to hold up on it. There, they're going to pick it up. Girardi will get it into shortstop, and the runners will be at first and second on back-to-back singles. So the Mounties with the makings of a big inning here, and they have their number 4 hitter, the cleanup batter, up, Dominique Mercier. So first and second, nobody out, and Mercier at the plate for MSJ. Long look down to third base and see if any conferences. Nope, we're just going to swing away here. Oh, good pitch, and they'll get past the catcher, and they're going to have a play at third, and yep, the throw came in high, and the runner will be safe. And the trail runner down at second base will be safe, so runners will move up on that wild pitch. And of course, that means they've set the table now for a ground ball. You don't have to have a base hit to score now with runners at second and third. And another strike there. Mercier didn't like the location, low and inside, but it did catch the corner, and that's a good pitcher's pitch right at the knee. Walzik trying to get out of a jam here in the fourth, and that's going to be to Lincoln. She will set, look, and runners will hold up. That's a big out right there. Runners unable to advance on that ball hit to the shortstop, Miss Katie Lincoln. Lacey Gilligan up now. Yeah, Gilligan and MSJ. Down by 2 in the bottom of the fourth, and the game scheduled for 7, and the website for PEGTV is right after its namesake, PEGTV.com. That's going to be a base hit, and that should tie it up. There's 2-1, and they're going to come home with the play. Nope, they're going to put the brakes on, hold the runners. The cutoff came into the pitcher, and that would have been an interesting play if they let it all follow through. But the Mounties will cut the lead in half. Scholdice will score. Krista Gowett will go to third, and at first base is Lacey Gilligan, and now Danielle Comstock up there. Again, first and third, almost an automatic. You got to send the runner on a steal down to second. There she goes, and they'll let the play go through. So down at second base is Gilligan now. So second and third with just the one down. There's Mercier, remember, lining out to Lincoln at short. Comstock at the plate, and Caitlin Gowett, the pitcher, on deck for MSJ. And that's going to tie the ball game up right there, 2-2. So the Mounties were able to rally for 2 runs here in the bottom of the fourth after giving up 2 runs in the top half of the fourth. And again, moving over to third base is Lacey Gilligan and Comstock at first. And this is Caitlin Gowett, the pitcher. She hit into a double play her only time up. Throws right, bats left, and the runner will take second base uncontested. Shauna Robb on deck for the Mounties. Again, just the one out here. Oh, nice pitch. Walzik with a good pitch. In this inning alone, there has been 4 singles hit by MSJ. And again, that second time through the lineup, they've seen Walzik once now. They're picking up her release point, and that's going to be knocked down by Lincoln, and that's going to allow the go-ahead run to come in. That ball was hit extremely hard, extremely sharp. So runners stay at the corners, and the same thing applies here to Gowett at first base. With Robb up first and third, you've got to send the runner to second on the steal. Yeah, they're going to throw down, and I'll tell you what. Yeah, under the tag. Nice job by Lincoln coming up, trying to make the throw shorter and also getting on the first base side of the bag. So Robb, who grounded out to second base, Hunt, the first time up, got runners at second and third, and 3-2 MSJ here as all the runs coming in the fourth inning. That's a fair ball, and that's going to be a tough play. They're going to have the flip to first, and nice job covering the bag by Hunt to get the out, but that will score the 4th run of the inning for MSJ. And just let me catch up on them on paperwork now. That's going to be Comstock coming in to score. And 2 outs for Christy Ojala, and she grounded out to the first baseman, Ricky, unassisted on a little ground ball down the first that Ricky just took and stepped on the bag. And yeah, that was a swinging strike on a drop ball. Yeah, so 4-2 now. West Rutland down by 2 after jumping out to a 2-0 lead here. And like I said, it was scoreless through 3. And that's going to be a foul ball straight back. So each team right now, like I said, getting through the order, seeing the pitchers, picking up the release points, getting used to their speed. And I think they're going to bring in a courtesy runner for Caitlin Gowett. Yeah, the pitcher for MSJ. It looks like Laura Steves, number 15. So Steves will come in to courtesy run for Gowett. Yeah, and she has to stay on the bag. There you go. Now the tag will be made. And so Ojala all set now after the switch was made. And Gowett coming off with a very noticeable limp. And so be curious to see what happens as far as if she's going to come out to pitch the next inning. And that's going to be foul ball down the first baseline, went foul for a strike. Got Gowett right now holding her shin ankle area in the dugout for MSJ, and she's pitched very well today, and not really sure when the injury took place, but you're taking a look at her. And that's going to be down to third. To first, Griswold to Ricky. They got the inning over, and the Mountings will have a 4-2 lead going into the fifth over West Rutland. Well, so the injury to Caitlin Gowett, severe enough that she's not able to continue, and looks to be in some kind of discomfort actually in the dugout. They're looking at her ankle area, and I won't speculate any more on that. So Lacey Gilligan, a senior, taking the circle and trying to preserve that 4-2 lead, and she's going to be looking at the top of the order. What a way to come into the ball game for Gilligan. She's going to be looking at Katie Lincoln. I just want to double check, but that's going to be a strike. Lincoln has hit the ball twice today, hard both times. She's flied out to center field and then reached on the fielder's choice and getting her first look now at Lacey Gilligan. Pitch was called a strike, and they'll be inside and off the plate for a 1-1 count now. And again, getting dark, and the wind's been very consistent here today. The other defensive switches is Olivia Tisdale's gone into right field, and Christy Ojla's gone into play first base. That's where Gilligan was at first base. That has popped up a mile in the air and going to be over the head of Scholdice. Will throw to second, and they're going to pick the ball up. Nope, they're going to send her to third, and she's going to make it. They're safely standing up. Oh, and I'll tell you, just changing defensive positions like that. Yeah, what happened there, like I said, just a different positioning. People got switched around. And Lincoln down at third base with nobody out here in the top of the fifth. And West Rutland looking to go back on the offensive attack. Each team enjoyed a good fourth inning offensively, but it'll roll to the backstop, play coming home, and she will be there well ahead of the throw, and Lincoln will score the third West Rutland run. So in a very sloppy sequence right there, MSJ will give up the run. Now their bases are clear for Sumner, who has grounded out to the pitcher and struck out. So a 4-3 ball game in the fifth. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to be a single for Sumner. Nice job. That was a pitch down low. Ball will get past the outfielder. Play coming into second base, and Sumner will be there with a single, and then she'll advance to second on the error. Oh yeah, when you get your lineup down, you know, and everybody's comfortable in their positions, and the pitcher's throwing the ball right in the strike zone, and then you get that injury, and you got to switch people around from where to other positions they're not quite as comfortable in. I'll tell you what, Mercier doing a nice job behind the plate right there, keeping that ball in front of her so the runner couldn't advance down to third, and making a big inning here for West Rutland. Sarah Walczyk up. She's grounded out twice, once to third and once to short, so she's able to pull the ball. Oh, that rings up the umpire, and he says he's okay. That's right off the top of the face mask. Padding or not, that does make your eyes wide up a little bit. Wall's got a good rip at that pitch also. So 4-3 in the fifth, and West Rutland trying to recapture the lead here. She'll lay out that pitch that was high, and yeah, it got away from the catcher on a wild pitch. That'll move the runner down to third base. Yeah, so a bunch of errors and a wild pitch, and Walczyk with a runner at third, and West Rutland. MSJ looking like a completely different team out there defensively right now after the injury to Caitlin Gowett, the starting pitcher, because they had to take and shift around their outfielders and their infielders. And Gilligan with a look in. Mercier wants to set up on the outside corner, and the pitch coming will come to the inside, and that's going to allow another run to come in. Yep. And just like that, West Rutland has tied the ball game up. And that was a walk. They kind of got lost in that whole sequence. So 2 runs, a single, a walk, and 2 errors, and it's 4-4 in the fifth. And West Rutland will send Meg Ricky up. She's had a triple today. She's 1 for 2. Let's see what they want to do with the base runner, though. That's the most important part. When you got a team on the ropes right here, not feeling very confident, like MSJ right now, a little shaky out there. Keep the pressure on. Send the runner. Keep the pressure on them. Keep that defense having to make plays. And the wind was strong at the start of the game and kicking up even stronger now, if possible. I don't know if you can see the trees in the background in the center field, but it is certainly not a pop fly day for the fielders on these windy conditions. That'll be a 3-ball count now. So the game was moving along at a good clip and slowing down now. So Gilligan looking for control right here. Again, it's not about velocity. It's more about just getting the ball. Oh, great pitch. That was a great pitch. Best pitch she's thrown right there, and she got it past Ricky. So a 3-1 count. I like the fact that with a 3-1 count, they gave Ricky the green light. I really don't think you see that enough in baseball or softball. Oh, good pitch again. She's come all the way back now to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the Gilligan spinner on the inside part of the corner. Mercier with the target. And pitch from Gilligan. And she'll lose her. That'll push the runner down to second base. So Walczyk will head down to second. Back-to-back walks issued. Yeah, they're going to bring a courtesy runner in for Walczyk, the pitcher. So Walczyk down at second, waiting for Kayla Stewart to come in. So Stewart, number 1, will go to second base. And I know MSJ wishing they'd done this. They'd still have their starting pitcher in the ballgame. But hindsight is 2020. Brandy Heyer up. She has singled and hit into a double play. She's also scored a run. That'll be high for a ball. Yeah, so we are in a 4-4 ball game, and West Rutland on the verge of doing something about that right now. Heyer is your left fielder for West Rutland. I'd like to welcome all the West Rutland and MSJ community viewers, and it's going to load them up, yeah, as a hitter. So yeah, so she will go down to first base, and that'll load them up. So the first time today, either team has had the bases juiced. That's the first batter hit by a pitch, and Hillary Huntup has walked and doubled and scored a run. And she's in a situation right now where she can give her team back the lead in a 4-4 game. And that's a strike. Nice pitch by Gilligan, outside corner. Now West Rutland had a 2-0 lead after 3.5. Mounties responded with 4 runs in the bottom of the 4th. And here in the 5th, West Rutland has tied it back up. And that'll be a 1-1 count now. And the big thing about Hunt up there, she's a good athlete, but she knows that strike zone. She has a very good head for the ball game, good instincts for the game. And that's a great stop by Mercier behind the plate. Again, no place to put her on a walk. You'll force a run in on a walk. It's Gilligan taking a little time here to compose herself. Yeah, it's going to be played by Comstock. Gets the out. Yes, run will score, but the out was more important because you've got to stop the inning from progressing. So they'll get the 3rd run of the inning. Going over to third base is Ricky. And a 6-3 ground out. Now Brooke Griswold up. And she'll lay out that pitch, came in high. You could see it above the letters for a ball. So 2nd and 3rd, 1 down. The wind up in the pitch will be in the dirt. Mercier, that will get by her, and Elba play at the plate. Nope, she'll come in to score. So West Rutland now up by 2, 6-4. And Heyer all the way over to third base now. So Griswold, she's got that stance where she's putting all the weight on the back foot and wants to slide through with the front foot. A timing step, base hit past Ojala, and another run coming in for West Rutland. They're enjoying a big inning. That ball hit very sharply down the first baseline. And it also is an RBI as Heyer to score. And Emily Johnson now represents the 8th batter to come to the plate here. And Johnson, I want to check my book, but I believe she had an RBI single her first time up. Runner stays stationary down at first base. Yeah, she had an RBI single in the 4th, struck out in the 2nd. So Johnson with Girardi on deck. Johnson at the plate, Girardi on deck, and that's going to be a high strike right there as she went a little bit up out of the strike zone after that one. Gilligan looking for that elusive second out here. And that'll be a good stop again by Mercier. I'll tell you what, Mercier very active behind the plate here in the ball game. Has kept at least 4 or 5 runners from being able to advance on. That's gonna be out of play. Foul ball, out of play. I'll tell you what, West Rutland take advantage of MSJ trying to get their footing underneath them here when they had to switch pitchers. Temperature rapidly dropping also here at the ball game. That's going to be playable. They're going to go to second, and got her, just did get her. Nice job by Krista Gowett to reach up and make the grab, but also to keep her foot on the bag. So they'll get the force out on that 5-4. Johnson's on first base with the fielder's choice. 2 down now, and Tony Girardi up. She's walked and grounded out to third base. So Girardi in West Rutland with the lead. There's a throw down to second, and they got her. She is out trying to steal. But West Rutland retakes the lead 6-4 over MSJ going in the bottom of the 5th. Okay, I want to correct myself. 7-4. 7-4. They had a 5-run inning. West Rutland didn't have a 7-4 lead. And MSJ with some work to do as they're going to have. Well, I'm just looking. I have Jen Trombley up, but they have a little mix-up in the order. Don't forget they shuffled a lot of people around. Yeah, they have a question on the book. They have Schuldice coming up, but I think Jen... And they're looking to see there's some confusion in the MSJ dugout. Oh, top of the order should be up. Yeah, they're going to miss it. As they're discussing it, but it should be Jen Trombley, top of the order. And what they're going to do is work out the kinks here and compare the book. So they compared the books, got it correct. Jen Trombley is up. That's what I had. All they've ever got to do is check with me. I'm just joking, of course. You know, 99.9% of the time I'm right on the button accurate with all my book work. So 7-4. Yeah, 7-4. West Rutland with the lead. Jen Trombley, Colleen Schuldice, and Krista Gowett do up against Sarah Walczyk, and West Rutland will be a ball there. And believe it or not, the first 3 innings flew by. 1, 2, 3 innings, not really, but quick defensive innings, scoreless after 3. West Rutland getting 2 runs in the top of the 4th, have a 2-0 lead. MSJ responding with 4 runs in the bottom of the 4th. To briefly have a 4-2 lead, and that's West Rutland able to capitalize on some MSJ mistakes in the top of the 5th. They gave up 5 runs. They lead 7-4 now. Again, scheduled for 7. It's just a matter if Mother Nature cooperates or not. And that'll be in the dirt and a ball, and ball 4. Trombley will go down to first base on the walk. Schuldice has singled and scored a run. And again, lots of time here left in the ball game. We're only in the 5th. Close ball game still. And that's going to be out from Walczyk's glove. She almost made the catch, and she did the right thing. Yeah, she was able to almost knock it down and catch it on a rebound for the out. And then when time she corralled the ball, she realized everybody was safe. And that's going to be a base hit also. Now Gowett up. Krista Gowett has singled twice and scored a run. So the Mounties trying to respond to that 5-run 5th by West Rutland. That's going to be down to 3rd, and she's got time to race to the bag and make the tag. Yeah, it's out at 3rd base, and nice job by Griswold, the 3rd baseman for West Rutland. As I've just got to...
Same thing, right?
Yes, Dominique Mercier, catcher up there, so Mercier will look at that one coming too low for a ball. And so the pitch coming in from Walczyk with 1st and 2nd, and that's going to be a base hit. And boy, they have a chance to get the runner. Oh, they would have had a good chance of getting the runner out at 2nd base. And they didn't go, and that will set the table now for the bases being loaded for MSJ. And Gilligan coming up. She singled her last time up, and she came around to score. So in a 7-4 ball game, MSJ, the bases juiced for the first time today against Walczyk. And that's going to get a run in. There's 1. Tagger, she's going to get 2 outs. Yeah. And she should get triple. Yeah. Beautiful job by Lincoln. She knew what was going on, and that's going to be just the 1 run coming in. So MSJ down by 2, 7-5. And West Rutland with 2 double plays today. And the number 9 batter, Tony Girardi, up in the top of the 6th, and what's been a very excellent ball game to watch and tape, and fouled out of play. Girardi got around on that one, and fouled out of play down the third baseline, and there'll be an 0-1 count. Trombley at third, Comstock is at short, Christogowitz at second, and Christy Ojala at first base. Mercier behind the plate, Dominique Mercier behind the plate, Lacey Gilligan in the circle. Colleen Scholdice has gone to left field. Shauna Robb is in center, and Olivia Tisdale is your right fielder. And that's the MSJ defensive alignment. That'll be high for a ball. Top of the order on deck in Katie Lincoln. Yeah, 3 double plays combined by the 2 teams here in this ball game. And there's been some very good, solid defense played by both sides. And that's going to be on the wrong side for a ball. Now you do have Trombley available to pitch also for MSJ. Caitlin Gowett started the ball game, put in a real solid 4 innings, and suffered an injury to her ankle or foot area while running the bases and unable to continue. And that'll be ball 4, and that will send Girardi down to first base on the walk. So West Rutland, who sent 8 batters to the plate in the 5th, will have Katie Lincoln up with nobody out. That critical spot in the ball game. MSJ down by 2 runs, and that's going to be a wild pitch, and it'll allow the runner to go down to second base. You know, when you're having trouble with control, a lot of times you're going to forget the velocity and just get your accuracy. And so Lincoln just makes things happen, all set out there. Oh, she went fishing. Actually, she went up the ladder. Right around the eyeballs, big smile from her face. She knew when she looked down at her head coach, Paul Dunches, down at third base. She was way out of the strike zone on that high pitch. Very refreshing young person to speak with, Katie Lincoln is. I have a blast when I get to talk to her for a few minutes before a basketball game or before a softball game. Lots of knowledge, lots of passion for her sports. And boy, she had a rip at that rise ball, and that went straight back. And 2-2, you got to protect the plate now. Girardi at second for West Rutland. She led things off with a walk, got the second on a wild pitch. And Gilligan into the windup. That's a good pitch, and it's going to be a base hit, and Girardi held up just that little bit, and now they're going to turn the corner and send her, and she's going to come in with the 8th run of the ball game. So Lincoln will be at second base with an RBI. Now Emily Sumner up. Now Sumner had a single her last time up. So Gilligan to the plate, and that'll be rolled in there. And Lincoln's going. They got a chance at her, and nope. Mercier knew it. Yeah, she had that split second longer where she could have taken the stride step and got the stronger throw down to third. I'm sorry. So with 1 run in, that runner will go to third base, and the pitch from Gilligan going to short hop in, and Mercier with a nice stop, keeping the runner down at third base. And Mercier very active behind there, keeping the ball in front of her. On a windy day from St. Peter's Field, got a good one here for you on Munger Vision. West Rutland at the plate, taking on MSJ, and that'll be a ball high now to the strike zone. Sumner kind of crashing there to get out of the way. West Rutland with 2 runs in the 4th, 5 in the 5th, and 1 here so far in the 6th for that 8-5 lead. And that'll be a walk. That one sailed high and outside on Gilligan. So they'll put runners at the corners, and yeah, they're trying to draw the throw and get everybody. Best thing Gilligan do, yeah, get into the circle, go to the rubber. There you go. Now we'll put everything in that rest now. First and third should be automatic to send a runner on the steal, trying to draw the throw down. There's Walczyk up there now, the pitcher for West Rutland. She's made contact all day at the plate, and this will get the runner down to second base. It's about squirted away from Mercier. Looked like she was looking to come up and make the throw and didn't secure the ball at first. Walczyk is grounded out to third, grounded out to short, and walked. And nice pitch. Tickling that outside corner for a strike. That'll make it a 1-1 count. West Rutland with runners at second and third. One run in, and that's going to be fisted just out of the reach of Ojala. She was charging hard on it, but just came up a few inches short of making the grab. So we're looking for that first out. MSJ's already turned one double play in the ball game today, and that just missed outside. West Rutland with two double plays, so very rare you've seen softball action 1, 2, but especially 3 double plays, one ball game. Ah, she tied her up with a fastball on the inside corner. Nice pitch by Gilligan. That's a big out right there, as the runner's unable to advance on that. Now Meg Rickey up. She walked and scored her last time up back in that big 5th inning for West Rutland. And that's going to be to the backstop, and they're going to be just be able to beat the throw. Come on, Mercier with good hustle to get back and get the ball, but she'll adjust those shin straps now on her leg protectors, and good running by West Rutland as Sumner will take third base on a play at home. That was Lincoln that scored. Sumner will go to third, and still just the one out, and Meg Rickey will watch that one come in low. Rickey had a triple her first time up to the gap in left center field. And again, it's been a consistently strong gusty wind today throughout the ball game. Oh, nice pitch. Again, get that drop ball going on the inside corner. West Rutland with 2 runs in this inning so far. It's a swinging strike by Rickey as it goes 9-5 on the scoreboard now. We're in the 6th. That was for 7. And MSJ West Rutland, the feature matchup today. And that's going to be to the backstop, and nope, she'll come in as Sumner will score on that wild pitch. And we'll go to a full count on the batter, Rickey. So 3 runs in here this inning so far for West Rutland, just the one out. And Brandy Heyer, the on-deck batter for West Side. Got her, looking, strike 3. Good pitch by Gilligan. So back-to-back strikeouts by Gilligan. And Brandy Heyer was singled and been hit by a pitch. She scored 2 runs, and that's going to be a strike there from Gilligan. So she'll be up in the count. Yeah, 3 runs in, so it goes to 10-5 now. Strike 2. Gilligan all of a sudden in the last 2+ batters has found her rhythm, her release point, and her stride. That's strike 3. It's a drop strike 3. They're going to throw down to first. That's the inning, but West Rutland will have a 10-5 lead going into the bottom of the 6th. Comstock with a base hit out to right center field, and MSJ in the bottom of the 6th with the leadoff runner on base. Yeah, they need somebody to pick the bat up. That's all they were waiting for right there. This is Tisdale's first time up. She's batting in Caitlin Gowette's spot. Remember, Gowette left with some type of ankle injury. There goes the runner down to second base, and she's going to be in safe. You see the ball kind of short hop past a couple of fielders, backed up by Girardi. And again, a lot of ball game left to play here. MSJ's already enjoyed a 4-run inning. They're only down by 5 right here, and Tisdale at the plate will swing and miss. Runner going down to third base will be there standing up. And just like that, they've got a runner at third with nobody down. Pass ball, wild pitch, ground ball, error. They can get the run home. Now be just high and outside, and Tisdale with a good eye will lay off the pitch. Walczyk in the circle, and her 6th inning of work right now for West Rutland. That's contact, and they want to make sure Lincoln will look the runner back. There's the throw to first, and they're going to be safe at first, and the run's going to score as it looked to be a very harmless play at first. Lincoln checked the runner back to third, and then the throw mishandled over at first base. And it goes 10-6 now, and this will bring up Shauna Robb, the center fielder. Robb 0 for 2 today. She's grounded out to Hunt at second base, and then grounded out to Walczyk, the pitcher. Yeah, and Tisdale down at first base wasn't going anywhere on that particular play. So 10-6 now as MSJ with the 4 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 1 so far here in the 6th. And that's going to be foul and out of play as Shauna Robb got fisted and was able to muscle it down the right field line, but foul. Now leaving the count out at 1 ball, 1 strike. Ojala, the on-deck batter for MSJ. And Walczyk, pretty much today, has been in control, being around the strike zone. That's going to be a foul ball. Basically same location down the right field line as they'll just retrieve it, bring it back into Sarah Walczyk. Again, Ricky's at first defensively. That's Hunt at short, Lincoln at short. And that's going to be playable by Ricky. No, that's a live ball, and nobody's covering the bag, and they're going to be safe. Yeah, I want to reset the defense here. I'm going to go with an infield single also. I've got Ricky at first, Hunt at second. I think I had her at short by mistake. Lincoln's at short, and Brooke Griswold's at third. Emily Sumner's at the catcher's spot, Walczyk at the pitcher's spot, and that's going to be back to Walczyk. She's going to get the shore out at first, and runners will advance to second and third now. And that's a good deal. Second and third with just the 1 out, and that was Ojala able to advance the runner. So Jen Trombley top of the order up, and she'll take a strike. Good pitch from Walczyk. MSJ down 10-6, but have a golden opportunity right here to be right back in the ballgame. Schuldice on deck and Trombley at the plate, and the pitch from Walczyk will be creamed towards center field. Girardi going back, and it's going to be over her head. And here comes Tisdale with run number 7, run number 8 coming in, and Trombley's going to stop at second base with the double. Now she got all that one and pushed down into center field as Tisdale scored, Robb scored, and Trombley ends up. Okay, so they appealed the missing a home base, and they said she's safe, and now Schuldice up. So I knew this was going to be a close, wild, entertaining game. And that's going to be a single up the middle for Schuldice, and they're going to hold the runner at third. And again, you know, first and third, automatic. You've got to send that runner on the steal and see if you can get the throw down. Now, Krista Gowett up. She's made contact all day. Yeah, she's had 2 singles and reached on a fielder's choice. So in a 10-8 ball game, Rutland seeing that lead evaporate. They're going to throw down, and they're going to come home with the play, and it's going to be close play, but safe. The throw was high. Sumner went up and got it, but couldn't come down quick enough with the tag, so they will get the 9th run in, and that's just automatic. You've got to play the corners like that. First and third, you've got to send the runner on the steal. So Schuldice at second represents the tying run, and Gowett at the plate. And boy, that's going to do some damage. That's going to go. Yeah, that's going to tie the ball game up, and Gowett's going to end up at third base. Here comes the tying run, and they're going to throw through. And nice job by Griswold to get in front of it. Gowett with a tying triple. I wasn't sure she was going to have enough gas in the tank to make it to third, but she got it there. And just like that, it is tied up at 10-all. And Dominique Mercier coming up. There's Dominique. So Mercier with the go-ahead run at third base is Walczyk. It's been tagged this inning. Yeah, they've had a couple doubles, singles, triples, and an error, and that's going to be all the way to the back. And they're going to hold the runner at. Not that she's not fast, but she's not the fastest runner, so they don't want to take themselves out of a situation here where they've got the momentum, they've got the inning going their way. Yeah, so they will hold the runner on that wild pitch, and that's going to be down to third base. Griswold will charge, will throw to first, and coming home, she'll be safe. And MSJ will take the lead at 11-10 in a big, big 6th inning. And the runner at first was safe also. Yeah, now Lacey, no, actually she was out. I'm sorry, I apologize for that. But that'll drive in the 6th run to give them the 11-10 lead. And boy, the wind just nasty right now, shaking the booth. And that could be playable. This is going to be tough with the wind. Ricky will make the grab right in front of Gilligan. I only have that as 2 outs. Oh, that's 3 outs. I'm sorry. See, they're checking on it, actually, and I just want to glance at my book if you give me a second. 1, 2. So 3 down. A big inning. West Rutland coming up in the top of the 7th. Down 1. And they have 3 outs left in the ballgame. MSJ rallying from a deficit in the 6th inning to take an 11-10 lead in the 7th, and we'll go through the order here in just a second. It's going to be a ball from Gilligan. 11-10 the score. It has been everything I expected it to be. An entertaining, wild, crazy game. Hillary Hunt, Brooke Griswold, and Emily Johnson, the 3-2 up. And there'll be a swinging strike on our eyes ball for a 1-1 count. West Rutland had a brief 2-0 lead in the top of the 4th. MSJ able to rally for 4 runs in the bottom of the 4th, and a strike called on Hunt. So it was 4-2 at the end of 4, and then West Rutland had a 5-run 5th to take a 7-4 lead into the bottom of the 5th. MSJ with 1 run in the bottom of the 5th to cut the lead to 7-5. Then West Rutland with 3 runs in the top of the 6th to make it 10-5, and then we just saw MSJ with 6 runs in the bottom of the 6th to make it 11-10 the Mounties. Full count to the leadoff batter in a 1-run game that has seen a scoreless first 3 innings, and then the next 3 innings, both teams able to basically score at will. This leadoff batter is super important not to get on base. So Gilligan with a full count and a pitch on the way, and she'll get her. Got her looking at strike 3. Gilligan has now struck out 4 in a row going back to the 6th inning. Brooke Griswold up with nobody on base and 1 down. They were very evenly matched up teams. That's what's, I knew it. And that's what I was looking for. Both teams struggling a little bit record-wise, and in some ball games have been kind of blown out by their opponents. And I was looking for a good, competitive game that both teams would be glad to have taped. And Griswold will skip away from that one on the inside corner. Traveling very tight at the corner at third base, more than usual tight. And now it's going to be, again, she'll push it to a 3-ball count. So West Rutland MSJ on Munger Vision. Hope you've enjoyed all of softball action. And that's going to put the tying run down at first base. So Griswold will head down to first base on the 4 pitches. Emily Johnson up. She's had an RBI single today. She's also reached on a fielder's choice. And don't forget, MSJ's turned 1 double play already today. Would love to end the ball game with another one here. And West Rutland has turned 2 double plays today. I mean, we've seen it all today in the ball game. So Gilligan made the adjustment to get the pitch off that inside corner and came up too high on the outside. And she's got the 1 out, the 1 on, and the pitch on the way will be just too far inside. Again, good crowd on hand. 2 local teams. Boy, everybody in the viewing area, but with that strike right there. But with that ability to go on the web and watch Channel 15 now, we're in everybody's viewing area, basically, seriously. And she'll just miss inside. That's going to push the tying run to second base. So after the strikeout, back-to-back walks, now Tony Girardi up, and they're going to have a talk. You see Albert Gowett going out, and he's going to talk to Gilligan. Tony Girardi, the number 9 batter, has walked twice today. You know, it was a brief visit, and I can only speculate on what he might talk about. Besides trying to calm his pitcher down, he could be talking about the ball's hit here, if the ball's hit here, because your runners are first and second, 2 down, and 1 out, and you want to know what to do with the ball if it's hit to you. And that's going to load him up. That will load him up as a hit Girardi. That's the 2nd batter hit today for West Rutland. Gilligan's hit them both. She came on in relief in the 5th. Top of the order up. I tell you, you couldn't pick a better player or a better spot for a big-time player to come up. Bases loaded, 1 out, Katie Lincoln up. And the go-ahead run at 3rd, or the tying run at 3rd, the go-ahead run at 2nd, still 1 out. And Lincoln waits for a pitch she can get a hold of. And she pulled that one foul, and that's going to be 2 strikes now on Lincoln. Lincoln's put on quite a performance in the field today. She's been excellent with the glove, and the wind's starting to reach that position there like the last April's windstorm. Man, it's strong. That's going to be outside. On deck will be the catcher, Emily Sumner. So a 6-run bottom of the 6th gave MSJ the lead, and it's hanging by a thread right now. And that's going to be the Comstock as she got the out, and oh, they threw the ball away. That's going to allow the tie run to come in. Yeah, and that will tie it up at 11 as Comstock made a good catch, and then the throw to first was wild, and that allowed the tie run to come in. Everybody will move up. And Emily Sumner now with a chance to give West Rutland the lead. 2 outs and runners at 2nd and 3rd. Oh, you know those what ifs. That was a good decision to make the throw to first, because if it's accurate, they have the game ended. That would have been a double play because that's how far off the bag the runner was. But it didn't happen. So now you look at it and you're kind of like, oh man. But Sumner digging in, and an 11-11 ball game. And a strike right there from Gilligan. So all MSJ wants to do right now is limit the damage. Any more damage being done. Oh, great stop by Mercier. And she has been active like that behind the plate the whole ball game. Nice job by Dominique Mercier at the catcher spot. That's going to be toward Galwet. She'll make the stab and set herself, and I'm waiting for the call. She will be safe, and another run will come in. It was a great backhand by Ojala, but 2 runs will come in for West Rutland, and they will take the lead. As Johnson will score, and Girardi will score. So that's 3 runs here in the top of the 7th. 6, 11, 13-11. West Rutland taking the lead back in a game that has just seesawed back and forth. That's going to be fouled out of play. Walczyk at the plate at the batter spot for West Rutland. And yeah, an umpire out of, they got to gather up the softballs. He's out of balls in his, he carries a pouch on the side there with all the extra balls, but they used them all. There they go. Now they're gathering them up for him. So West Rutland, it was precarious to think they were going to be able to protect a 1-run lead. Considering the last 3 innings, West Rutland's gotten 2, 5, and 3 runs each inning. And that's going to be up in the air a mile. Comstock going back, giving away, and nobody got it. They got the play at 2nd, and that's a tag play, and she's safe. You know what happened there was they just stopped communications. So the inning continuing on here. Meg Rickey up, Walczyk at 1st, and Sumner at 2nd, and the 2 outs. As Gilligan, again, what her job is now at this position in the ball game. Yeah, they're checking. It's 2 outs. 2 outs. There's a strikeout, and yeah, and then the catch by Comstock for the line out. So there's 2 down. Yep. But they did the right thing. They conferred and they got it all down. And Rickey will duck down on that high pitch. I'm just trying to find theirs, Meg. Yeah, she had a triple her first time up, so again, 13-11 unofficially the score. I've got to be able to tally up the math here. I'm just trying not to blow away in the wind today. Gilligan looking for that very elusive 3rd out. Oh, nice pitch. Yeah, tell you, when she's found her release point, she's thrown some nice pitches. So MSJ had an 11-10 lead going in the top of the 7th, and that is foul ball. Hit her in foul territory. It's foul ball. Yeah, hit her in the bat. Well, she was standing in the batter's box. So Rickey will get set. Umpire, very good job of making it very clear. So 13-11 in the top of the 7th. West Rutland able to rally here and take the lead with 3 runs, and that's going to be ball 3. And I'll tell you, the way the runs have come liberally here after the 3rd inning, they would like to tag on as many as they can. As MSJ is going to be at Comstock, Galwet, and Tisdale. Or Comstock, Tisdale, and Robb, because Galwet's out with the injury. And she went after a pitch out of the strike zone. That's the inning. And MSJ needing 2 to tie and 3 to win coming in the bottom of the 7th. of the 7th, Sarah Walls, West Rutland with a 13-11 lead. We'll be looking at Danielle Comstock in the leadoff spot. Oh, she's going to be on base. Nice job by Comstock. Didn't mess around. That's going to be the pass to center fielder, and she's going to come back. Yep. I think it was a good decision, to tell you the truth. I think they would have had her at second base. So Comstock on first with a single. And again, no need to watch pitches. You get one you like. Go ahead and drive it. Tisdale up for the second time today. She came in to replace Caitlin Gowett, who left after 4 innings with an ankle injury. She was the starting pitcher for MSJ. And that's going to be the short. Lincoln with the throw to first. Will throw it away. That's going to give Comstock, should be at least just one base. Yeah, and she'll go to second base now. There is the 1 out. So Lincoln with the grab, and then her throw was high to first base. Ricky could not go up and get it. And a tying run at the plate in Shauna Robb. And that's good job. Good discipline laying off that pitch. It was a borderline pitch, and she laid off it. Comstock with good speed down at second base, but I expect MSJ to play this pretty conservative, not gambling and get one of those fluky outs. So they're going to have Robb and then Ojala on deck. And good pitch right there on the corner for a strike to Robb. Walzik's gone the distance. She's in the bottom of the 7th. Game, you won't believe this or not, the first 3 innings scoreless, and the defense has ruled the game. There's been 3 double plays combined by the 2 teams today, and they were beauties to watch, actually. And then in the West Rutland picked up 2 in the 4th, 5 in the 5th, 3 in the 6th, 3 in the 7th. So when they found their offenses, they found them. Oh, she went up and out of the strike zone for a strike. MSJ had 4 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and 6 in the 6th. And Ojala, like I said, on deck. Robb takes strike 3 looking, and that'll be the 2nd out of the 7th inning. And that is, well, I'm looking, that's the first strikeout of the ball game for Walzik, and couldn't came at a better time. Comes in the 7th inning. Now Ojala is MSJ down to their final out, and that's going to be a base hit through the hole, and they're going to send Comstock home. And there is the 1-run deficit. So Ojala with an RBI to the opposite field went down and got the low pitch on the outside corner. And it goes 13-12 now, top of the order. Trombley up. Yeah, Trombley with a double her last time up, tying run down at first base. Oh, this has been a wild ride today in this ball game. She went and got it to Lincoln, looking for the game. That's it, ball game. Lincoln will have it, and it'll end 13-12. West Rutland will hold on for the win in what was a good performance by both teams. And I hope you've enjoyed this West Rutland MSJ softball game brought to you on Munger Vision, PEGTV, Channel 15 Sports. Get out there, support your student athletes, and always support Munger Vision. Thanks a lot.